Hello. Had some dust. I should have put this in a bag over the weekend, but I didn't. Okay, I finished vines over here. I didn't do any over here or over here, but I probably will. So today I'm just gonna add a little bit of grass around here, and then we'll add our moon and stars. And people wanted to see a witch's broom and bats. We said a tombstone. Oh, we have to do our pumpkin patch. Okay, we have more to do than I thought. Okay. Anyways, let's get going. I'm going to start with just the grass because it's easy and it's just right at the bottom. Okay. How was your weekend? Are you caught up? That's the question. All right, I'm going to use just the 904, which is the darker green. And I'm just going to use 2 strands and just do some grass. It's not going to be fancy. You could mix colors. You could do some dark green, some light green, depending on how extra you feel like being. Happy Monday. Yes, Lisa, we love Mondays. It's actually been a really good Monday. My neighbor, I use that term loosely. She lives on the other side of town. But she came over this morning. She was talking about making bread and how she's never done sourdough. And I was like, oh my gosh, let me teach you. So she came to my house this morning and we made bread. Lisa did some grass over the weekend. Cool. I assume you mean you stitched grass over the weekend. That made me laugh. Anyways, so I'm just going to do a bunch of like little straight stitches to do grass. Anyways, my husband was up working in Idaho this weekend by his parents' house, and they are still like drowning in raspberries, and so my mother-in-law sent like a gallon-sized bag of raspberries, and I was like, what am I gonna do with all this? I should probably make some jam, but I'm making raspberry rolls. Yeah, Lisa, I knew you stitched grass. I was just teasing you. It was just funny. Anyways, so I've got sandwich bread and raspberry rolls. I've got dough rising in my kitchen right now. I love starting Mondays with bread. So you can do these straight, you can do them diagonal, you can do a bunch of them, you can do just a couple of them. This is really just where you get to kind of play and do what you want, because everybody's house can look different. You could make a raspberry cheesecake. Chris, I do need to make a cheesecake, but that means I have to go buy all the stuff. I don't have cream cheese. Lisa wishes she was my neighbor. I like to share food with my neighbors, which I will for sure be sharing because my family cannot eat a whole pan of cinnamon rolls. Last time I made cinnamon rolls, I did pumpkin pecan. Oh my gosh, they were so good. They were incredible. Chris, I'm thinking I'll probably do a cheesecake for my husband's birthday, the first part of November, and I'm going to use your recipe. So I just haven't done it yet. I'm thinking after looking at this, I might go back with some light green. Ouch, I poked my finger. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do a few just right along in front here. I'm not gonna do it quite as much. Super, let me know if you need any help. You're sweet, thank you. I've made cheesecake with my grandma before. It's just been a lot of years. Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple little ones right here. It's just not something that we eat super regularly, so it's just not something I make. I also want to make a tres leche cake. My stepson's mom made some for his graduation, and it was so good. I haven't stopped thinking about it, and he graduated in May. So it's been months, and I can't stop thinking about it. I'm gonna do even less on this stairs, just like 3 or 4. These are totally random. This should just take not very long. Okay. There's our grass. And then we can add, I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I should probably add a little bit of the lighter green just because, oh, I couldn't find my scissors. Okay. So the lighter green is 581. Did I tell you I used 2 strands? I used 2 strands for this. So that's what I'm going to use again is 2 strands of the light green. I think I'll just do less. Where did my needle go? Oh. It was on the table. Did anyone do anything fun this last weekend? One of my friends took my boys to the movie and then fed them dinner. She had my kids for like hours and hours. It was awesome. I think I want another one taller though. I try and do a varying like lengths and angles. Whoops. Because we all know that grass is not even. Oh my gosh. I keep getting knots. Okay. Had out of town guests, so I'm trying to catch up today. Oh yeah. For sure. We are on fall break, went to the pumpkin park. Now we are at the fun park and the kids are playing. Heck yeah. We did fall break a couple weeks ago. I love fall break. I think it's like the perfect time to take a break from school. Like my kids were getting a little bit sick of school. It was like a good time to take a long weekend. I feel like the spring is really long because the first of the year you get fall break and then Thanksgiving and then Christmas or winter break or whatever your school calls it. And then you don't get another break until like March or April. I think our spring break is in April this year. There should be another holiday in there. That doesn't show up as well, so I'm doing fewer. Fewer against the wood because they're not showing up quite as nicely. Yeah, I think 2 colors was the right way to go. I think it needed both greens. Give it a little highlight. All right, one more. There. I like it. I probably could have done some here too, but I didn't. All right. Let's do, I wanted to do this first because I knew that it was just going to be really quick. Let's do the moon and stars next. Oh, that didn't tie. Hang on. Okay, I think last time we did a full moon. Let me pull it up real quick. Where's the picture? There it is. Okay, so last time we did a full moon and I did like some clouds around it and then some bats. This time let's do a crescent moon. What kind of hoop stand am I using? So I actually don't love this one. Send me a DM and I will tell you what it is, but I don't really want to shout them out to the world because it's not my favorite one. I actually really I like this one only for stitch alongs. I only use it for stitch alongs because I can twist it around really easily. I really like my Nurge hoop stand though, like for my desk. But DM me and I'll tell you whose this is. It's just, it has issues, so... Or at least for me. I know plenty of people like this one. I know lots of people that use it and love it. I don't love it. So anyways. Okay. So let's do our moon. So let me take this out real quick and I have to make space, or I have to move my hoop so that we can see it. I wonder... I'm gonna have to move my hoop stand. Okay, hang on. I'm not gonna be able to get the right angle. That's not too bad. Okay. So I've been trying to decide where I want to put the moon because it's so high up in the hoop stand. So like I could put it here. That is not tight. That's why I don't really like it. It doesn't hold my hoop very tight, which bugs me. Hang on. I'm at like a really weird angle. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if the moon should go here or here. I wonder how I have it drawn. I think though when I drew it that, come on. I think when I drew it, I gave myself more space. So I have it drawn here in the pattern. So I think I'll just do that. Oh, shoot. I was using my pencil at my desk. Hold on. I cleaned my whole desk today. And I put all kinds of things away. Okay, so we're going to do... I want to do a crescent moon. I know it's not realistic. I don't care. Is that the shape? I think that's cute. Maybe not quite so long there. Okay. And then we'll just scatter some stars. We finally get to use this yellow. We haven't used this one at all on the whole project. 3821. That's our moon and stars color. All right, so the moon I'm going to do, I really, really like how we did this moon. Here, let me zoom in. Because I like that it gives it like some texture. So we're gonna do that. It's a stem stitch. I don't think we've learned it yet. Let me look. We have not. All right. So we're gonna learn a stem stitch today. Okay. This setup is crazy because I can't get my hoop stand to go lower, so you have to look at my table. All right. So with a stem stitch, similar to the buttonhole wheel, is we're going to keep our loop open on the edge. I feel like we've done this stitch. Oh, we did. Okay, we did it on these windows. I was like, I swear we've done this. Okay, but now we're just gonna do it as a filling stitch. So we're gonna go up and down, and then we're gonna keep our loop open, and we're gonna keep it on the outside of our circle. So we're gonna come up in the middle, and then we'll pull it snug, and then we'll go down again, and come up in the middle. I like to pull mine backwards towards where I've already stitched. If I pull it this way, I don't feel like it lays as smooth. But that's it. We're just gonna do that all the way around. This curve might be a little weird. I'm not sure I like this shape anymore that I'm looking at it. It's fine. We are not drawing perfectly shaped moons in this in this stitch along. The one I drew on the pattern was pretty good, I think, but my gosh. I'm stitching at such an awkward angle and height. But I needed to move my hoop stand to the edge so that I could see. Look at this. I don't like this one strand is like loose. Hang on. I'm just gonna try and smooth that out. That is bugging me. It's like one strand is like not pulled as tight as the others. That is really annoying. I'm just gonna pull on each one individually and see if I can get it to like straighten out. All right, well, maybe the next stitch will be better. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that seems to be better. All right. Oh, somebody's big giant dog is in my yard. Scared me. Walked right past. I'm right by the window. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Anyways, a like big giant dog just walked right by my window. Freaked me out. Oh my gosh. It is not a good stitching day. I am seriously struggling with this yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. Let's see if we can cover up some of this nonsense. Now there's somebody, a person in my yard looking for their dog. Okay, so for this second row, I am going to just come down a little ways and do the first stitch like backwards. So instead of going to the tip, I'm gonna go just down a little bit so that we can kind of, we wanna keep that point at the end without like losing our shape. So I still went a stitch length and then I'm gonna come up in the middle and then we'll keep moving this way. Like this is the most awkward angle. I'm sorry guys, I feel way off my game today. So this is just laying right next to our first one, so that there's not like a gap in there. The second row is going a lot more smoothly. All right. Oh, keep your loop at the top. And then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to end it before that tip or the edge or whatever. So I'm just going to go down like right here, and I'm going to kind of go under it. Okay, next row, I'm going to start a little bit lower. Goodness. Now my needle won't pull through. Okay, so then just continue this until it's as thick as you want it. I'm just going to finish this piece of thread that I have. We'll see how far we can get, or if I want to add more once I get it done. I don't know what it is about this direction, but these stitches are not smooth. I definitely have to do at least one more row to cover up. What is this nonsense? I think it's just the angle. It's not the best angle to be stitching at. Okay, I'm gonna go down right there. I think I might be able to work my way back up one more time. It looks fine, but hard to do it over there in your stand. Oh my gosh, I really don't use a hoop stand very often, and I especially wouldn't if I was doing a stem stitch. So that's the other thing. I'm used to holding my hoop. It's fine. It's really strange. Squish that little weird piece in there. All right, I'm gonna end when I get to the top. The moon looks really cute and spooky. It's very cute. I'm just glad that the second and fourth row look a little bit smoother, because it's a struggle in the other direction. Okay, I do think though that I want it to be a little bit more of a hook on top. So I'm gonna do this one just a little bit longer so that I can have it like hook down just a tiny bit more. I'm gonna go down right here. Kind of anchored that stitch a little bit because I wanted it to like curve a little. She's cute. Yeah, I like it. All right, let me flip this over, tie this off. All right, now what kind of stars do we want? Do we want like character-y, like cartoonish stars? Do we want something a little bit more realistic? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to pull my needle through a knot. Okay. Let me show you the options we've got. We were doing perler beads this weekend. Okay. So we can do stars like more cartoon stars like this and stitch them like that so they'll look a little bit more fun. Or we can do like this kind. Or we can do just like twinkle stars, some X's, or we could just do some dots. We could do a mixture of all of it. Does anyone have a very strong opinion? This is my first choice because I think that they're cute. And it reminds me of my childhood. But you guys tell me, does anyone feel very strongly about something? Cartoon. See, cartoon ones would be so fun. Unless somebody else speaks up, that's what I'm gonna do. Go for childhood. Heck yeah. We love childhood. Okay. All right. I like to do an odd amount though. Right now I have 4. I have to do a 5th. I think I'll do those 5 and then I'll go in and just like sprinkle in some French knots. So just sprinkle them in there. Now, depending on how thick you want your stars, how much coverage, I want them to be a little bit more delicate. I want to be able to see the negative space. I'm going to use 2 strands, and I'm going to use the same yellow, the 3821 that we used for the moon. So maybe watch me do one, and then if you want yours to be a little bit thicker, a little bit bolder, then you can use more strands. I just want them, I feel like the whole house is kind of like heavy. I want the sky to be a little bit lighter, maybe is the right word. So this is just gonna be straight stitches. So let me see here. I'm just going to do straight stitches to each of the points. Just like we would draw them in our childhood. So I'm using the same holes so they're all connected, maybe. I think 2 strands is perfect. So cute. And then I'm just gonna do a single wrapped French knot. Just to kind of add a little bit of sparkle. Or if you have some metallic thread, you could actually add a little sparkle. I'm not going to add some actual sparkle. I need you guys to start. Oh, nope. Let's do our let's do the pumpkin patch tomorrow. That'll take up a little bit of time because what time is it? It's 1:35 right now. So I'm gonna finish the stars, and then we'll do a pumpkin patch and a broom, a witch's broom on the porch. Oh, we still got cobwebs. Dang, man. I knew we were gonna need extra days. Oops. Yeah, we still have a few things tomorrow. Do I have white on our list? Hang on. Oh, I do. Okay. I couldn't remember if I added it. Yeah, we haven't used white yet either. You could also do some stars in white and some in yellow if you wanted to, or mix the colors. It's the two that we're just not using a ton of. This yellow and the white are just, we're just not using them a lot. You could use the white to add a ghost. Kind of forgot about it. But we can use it still. There's time. I have the Monster Mash song stuck in my head. It's like on repeat. It's on all the reels lately. It's starting to drive me crazy. I don't like hearing the same song over and over. Ah! Have you ever used glow-in-the-dark DMC? I've not, but think that would be fun for stars in the moon. Yeah, I've used it. It's a mix, like the texture of it is like a mix between like cotton and light effects. I can get it out if you want to see it, let me know. But yeah, I have used it. I just used it for cross stitch though. I haven't used it on embroidery. Somebody did last year or 2 years ago when we did this. They did their moon in the glow in the dark and it was really cute. But it just looks like white. Lisa's doing glow in the dark for her moon. Yeah, it's really cute. Okay, I don't have enough to do both of these and the star, so I'm gonna stop there and tie this off. It's a little finicky, but not like metallic. Yeah, it's like a mix between metallic and cotton. It's easier to use than the metallic threads. It's like a little bit softer. Let me go get it real quick. You guys can look at this cute thing. Oh my gosh, it's darling. Hold on, let me grab my glow in the dark thread. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it. Okay. So the texture is more cottony, but it like it moves more like the cotton, but it's super weird. I wish I could get it to zoom in or focus on it a little bit better. Anyways, it's really fun to use. It's a little bit finicky. Like it doesn't want to lay flat. The texture is kind of rough, but it like bends really nicely. So it's the E940. It's fun. It's not something that I want to use all the time, for sure though. All right. So that is where we're at. And then tomorrow we will do, a little pumpkin patch and some cobwebs down here and go from there. So I use my wax for threading needles. Oh yeah, if you put some like beeswax on it, it would probably thread really nicely because it's super hard to get into a needle. But I'll bet it stitches a little bit easier. Is there a general rule in reducing strands when going from an 8-inch hoop like down to a 6-inch? Is it just really trial and error? Yeah, most of the time when I was talking about number of threads, I was saying if you're doing a 6 or 7-inch, I would, instead of doing like 6, I would do 3 or 4. You can use all 6. It would just make it a little thicker, a little plusher. So you still can use 6. I generally only use up to 3 strands on a 6-inch piece. But for the stars, you'd be fine to do still like 1 or 2. 1 would just make them like really dainty, which would also be cute. So I generally use 3 or 4 strands on a 6 or 7-inch hoop, or 5-inch actually. 8-inch, it's just like, it's so big, and it, unless you're like holding it, I think it's hard to tell, but anyways. But yeah, mostly trial and error, but a good guess is like 3 or 4. So yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so I will be back here one more day tomorrow for a couple more add-ons. I'm gonna finish my stars really quick, and then I will post a picture in my stories. And I want to see your stars. I want to know who's using glow in the dark and who is using yellow. So let me know, and I will see you back here tomorrow.